Darb Tees presents Rob and Steve's No Budget All Spoiler Review Show, Episode 12, Looper! Welcome to Episode 12 of the review show. It's been roughly, I don't know,
about a month?
7-8 years. Yeah, about a month.
Years and years.
We've been working on a super secret, ultra awesome project, which we'll probably reveal on the review show, the next one. I think we'll probably do the Halloween series, so that's going to be... But until then, we have better movies to talk about. And today's Looper by Rian Johnson, not Rian or Rain. He's not making it rain.
Rain. They couldn't have just spelled it with a Y, his parents?
No, he's got to stand out, see.
It's unique.
Because, you know, when they knew, like 40 years later when they're searching on Google.
Well, I was going to say, did he change it later? Like his
Possibly.
stage name, his screen name?
There's like 48 other Rian Johnsons. Nope. But, yeah, oh my god, we just watched his first two movies,
Brick.
The Brothers Bloom. And we should do that more often, just say things in unison. Sounds cool. But those movies are fantastic.
I really enjoy both of those.
Definitely check those out. A JGL and Brick. Lots of kind of like noir, old school detective, you know, way of speaking. And
right, I love that. Just crossing genres like that.
Yeah.
These high school kids, but yeah, it's very much noir detective movie.
And there's just, yeah, he just blends in like a little bit of romance, like suspense, action, like just all sorts of things. And it just works so well. And then Brothers Bloom is just a personal favorite of mine.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a lost Wes Anderson movie.
Right? It just has that feel of it. It's just, it's whimsical. It has that magical feel to it that Wes Anderson captures, but maybe not quite as ridiculous and over the top, and not nearly as much claymation.
Could always use more David Bowie covers in different languages. But oh yeah, it's a great film. It's entertaining. It's clever. It's kind of like The Prestige in that the movie is about cons, and the movie ends up conning you, like with the story, with the twists and everything.
Right.
And yeah, it's great, it's fantastic. But we are here today for Looper. This is his first shot at the big time, big budget, lots of cool toys to play with.
All his movies are so different, and you definitely see this progression in the amount of money he's given.
Yeah.
Like, Brick has just a very cheap, like, just independent film feel to it. You see with Brothers Bloom, he gets a little bit more money. This is his big shot, though. Looper, he gets a real legitimate budget in this one.
It's not quite Joss Whedon level, but it's like it's just nice to see like these kind of more nerdy, obscure directors finally getting their due and
getting the recognition that they deserve, that their loyal fans have always known that they were capable of.
And I thought it was, well, I don't know. It's been a while, see, we're out of practice. What did you think?
Well, like we discussed before, the other movies have more of an immediate reaction, like, oh yeah, Brick, great movie. Brothers Bloom, oh yeah, great. This one I had to sleep on because they threw a lot of stuff at you that they really don't reveal in the trailers, which is great.
Yeah, surprising, which in this day and age...
Surprise, telekinesis.
Telekinesis, Kyle.
It is the all-spoiler review show, so I think we're safe with that.
And cornfields!
Yeah, well, that they did set up with the trailers. I warned you. All the trailers show it taking place in cornfields, and there you go.
Future cornfields.
Future cornfields, like 90% of this movie takes place in a cornfield, which, I don't know, I really like the universe that he sets it in, and he just paints this really great picture of the future, and you see like the way society has kind of like collapsed, and it's like we say, like just this diverging of the upper class and the lower class, but you only get just a glimpse of that.
Enough to put you into the world and get the story going.
I would have liked to see more of that, but yeah, that's not really what the story was about. So they just take us out of the city and throw us in this cornfield like something out of Stephen King, and we're just stuck there. So,
but,
I don't know.
You know, like, I think it was enough that you wanted more. I think that's a good thing.
That is good.
You wanted to go explore this world with these characters, which is surprising because the world he depicts is kind of shit.
Yeah.
Like,
well, that's like I said, realistic.
Yeah, it's realistic.
It's not this pretty, perfect vision of the future. It's gritty and it's dark and people are poor. And I really like the introduction of the telekinesis because it's like he introduces it as, yeah, this is just natural, like human evolution. This is the next stage. We're just going to develop telekinesis. There you go. Throw it in there. And that was just an interesting take on it.
We're going to do like what we do with most things that we create, try to get laid with it.
Just try to use it to impress chicks.
Yeah. Besides the world, I thought he did a great job with just like the characters. I don't know. I like just like my main concern going in was that the makeup on JGL was just gonna take me out.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, like
that's not JGL at all.
But immediately it works. It's great. Like I don't know if he used CG to help, you know, but like it's seriously some of the best makeup I've seen. Like way better than like Nixon's nose and Watchmen, or you know,
pretty comparable to like Benjamin Button, like that use of both CG and makeup.
Yeah,
it just comes across like you just accept it, like, oh yeah, that's the character. But yeah, I really liked the way he portrayed both characters, both versions of Joe, the future Joe, Bruce Willis, and present Joe, or slightly more future JGL Joe. You really sympathize for both characters and you identify with both characters, and it's really hard to pick who to root for.
Yeah.
But I also really like the way JGL was just playing Bruce Willis. There was no like, all right, let's make this character Joe 50% Bruce, 50% Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and find some middle ground here. No, it was just JGL just playing Bruce Willis. I just imagine Rian Johnson just talking to Bruce like, yeah, we're going to need you to act more like JGL, and him just being like, no, I'm not doing that. All right, JGL, we're going to need you to be Bruce Willis. Yeah, okay. I think that might be why they named the character Joe. It was like, well, he is Bruce Willis, but we'll give him JGL's name. That's kind of 50-50, right?
Well, I'm just glad to see Bruce Willis making a comeback, because this year with Moonrise Kingdom and Expendables 2, it's like,
he's back.
He's back. He's not just, you know, a zombie corpse that's weekend at Bernie and through movies. Like, he actually like putting like effort into these roles.
Right.
Although what they do with his character, like they set him up to be kind of like the more reasonable, emotional, more mature Joe that has learned.
Mm-hmm.
But then you realize, nah, he's still just a dick. He's still an idiot, and he hasn't learned anything, and he's just selfish.
Well, yeah, he's just out to get his, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I just want to save my wife, and that's all it is.
Yeah.
Like,
and
screw everything else.
The second half of the movie, he barely even speaks.
Yeah.
Like, you know, he's got his Sandman locket and going around blasting people.
One day we'll have a review show that's just a list show of all our least favorite lockets in movies.
It's an interesting take, though, that you can only really do in a time travel movie, to have your younger self learn and grow and be more mature than your older self.
Right.
Like, I don't know, I thought that was just an interesting concept.
Right, it all just kind of came together at the end, and he realized what he really needed to do, and that was to blast a hole in his chest.
Shoot off his trigger finger?
Nah, Bruce Willis would have kept coming.
Shoot off his hand? I mean...
He's Bruce Willis.
That is true. So,
he does
that's the only way to kill future Bruce Willis is to kill past Bruce Willis, I guess. I don't know. For him to kill himself, it's the only way.
It's the only way to defeat Bruce Willis.
I thought the special effects were pretty good. Pretty, you know, I don't think anything really stood out as being.
I know you always have an issue with shockwaves.
Yeah,
you hate those. I don't know why, but
they always look like ass.
You always have a thing against shockwaves in movies. But yeah, there's the part where Bruce Willis is gonna blast the little kid.
Yeah,
and he releases telekinetic shockwave, destroying
Akira,
the one cornfield.
Like, okay, that looked good. I like that.
You like that.
But like, I try when I go to a movie and I know the movie's supposed to be serious and I'm sitting there watching it. Like, I try to take it seriously and just enjoy it and just. But when they were showing the kid's face when he was freaking out and doing his telekinesis, I just wanted to bust out. I was shitting myself.
He was so pissed. He was so angry. I mean, that's all it was, though. Like, he was just a little kid throwing a tantrum.
Yeah.
Like, that's all he was supposed to be. Like, take it as you will. But, I mean, he wasn't supposed to be, like, evil at that point.
Yeah.
Like, the whole point was they're just showing, like, yeah, he could grow up to be this evil guy and start destroying all these gangs and start closing all these loops. But right now, he's just an angry little kid. They could still save him.
Yeah, and that's like the whole point of the movie, is for JGL to bang the kid's mother.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is that future technology? Like, all guys and all girls will have little frogs that they can light up when they want to bang?
I was hoping they were going to go for Terminator, and it was going to be JGL's kid who turns out to be the Rain Man.
That'd be interesting.
Or the Rain Man, the Rainmaker.
But then there'd be all these paradoxes that Bruce Willis would then tell you to ignore. Which was
right? I love
a great moment in the movie. Just Rian Johnson essentially telling you through Bruce Willis, yeah, don't think about this too much, just enjoy the fucking movie.
Right. But, I mean, it was handled pretty well. I mean, they handled the continuity of the time travel within the movie itself pretty well. Like,
yeah.
They didn't run into too many paradoxes. Like, sure, you can question, like, what happens, like, they cut the guy, like, when they're cutting the guy up and his future self is, like, the limbs are disappearing. Like, alright, that's a little bit of a paradox. But, I mean, they use it other times throughout the movie, so within the movie, it makes sense.
Yeah. Do you think, I mean, there's other little things like, okay, they kill Bruce Willis's wife.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they had to send people back to the past to kill people. What's that about? They just burn the house and we're just like, we're out.
To burn certain people. Or to kill certain people. To burn certain people.
Stakes.
And it's such a great character, and you sympathize for him, and like I say, like, you just feel for him, and the whole situation that they're in. Like, best case scenario, he gets to live another 30 years, and then he just gets killed by his past self anyway.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a sad little existence in this sad little world where the rich are super rich and the poor are battling each other and blasting each other in the streets.
Yeah.
And
Soylent Green.
Yeah.
This is just kind of like his other movies where it's not really one genre. They have to advertise it as being like, oh, it's a straight action movie. I mean, yeah, there's a few actiony scenes which are pretty cool.
It's definitely his most actiony
of
the three.
But I feel like it's more of a sci-fi drama, like almost like
a thriller. Like, like he's looking for him for a lot of it. It's not like he's chasing him and battling him and stuff. JGL's waiting around in a cornfield waiting for Bruce Willis to show up. So I don't know. You might classify it as an action movie. Yeah, not a lot of action, but
I think I'm going to enjoy it even more the second time through because now I know the big hook of the second half of the movie.
Yeah, when you're prepared to spend the next half of the movie at the farm. Makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah, but before we end the review, I wanted to talk about Jeff Daniels being in the movie.
Oh, yeah. He makes a great, like, big boss man, good baddie.
It's just good to see him in things.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, his character, he's so likable because he is just Jeff Daniels. But at the same time, like, he's pretty menacing.
Yeah.
Like, he has that ball peen hammer on his desk that they set up really early in the movie. And you just know at any moment he's going to smash somebody's hands with that thing.
Just flatten.
But he's still just Jeff Daniels. So
yeah.
Like, all right. It's Harry.
Go ahead. Just go ahead. Now, do you think at any point that they were hinting that his main henchman who kept messing up was past Jeff Daniels? and that's why he was cutting him a break.
That's a good point. Yeah, I don't know. It could have been.
Because I swear that when he mashed his hand up, that he looked at his hand like future Jeff.
Yeah, I didn't catch that.
I don't know.
I mean, that
it might just be a subtle little thing.
We need another viewing.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, I thought it was a pretty solid movie. It might have been Rian Johnson's. I don't know. It might have been my least favorite Rian Johnson, but that's
Right.
like,
Yeah,
that's
that's not saying much because his other movies are so great.
Yeah, I mean, I still thought it was a good movie, and I definitely want to see it again. And finally, recommendations.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
So definitely check it out and join us in a few days for Halloween, the entirety of the Halloween series, and a special announcement about awesome new projects. So we will see you then. Go.